So as you guys can see from the title of the video, I think it's something that we should actually have a conversation about. Aside from the fact that we know what was going on with Canelo Alvarez and we know what was going on with Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya, their whole entire organization as a whole with the racist emails. We knew how dirty, Golden Boy was. We know how dirty Golden Boy was. Now we have to kind of separate the promotion company, and we got to focus on Canelo Alvarez. We have to legitimately look at Canelo Alvarez. And it's no secret here on YouTube boxing community. I have been very critical of Canelo Alvarez from day one he stepped on the scene. I felt he had a lot of things given to him, and I felt he had a sense of entitlement since day one of his boxing career, and I felt a lot of it wasn't earned. The guy was clearly promoted by Oscar De La Hoya because of the way he looked. He was a red-headed Mexican. Listen, I have Mexican friends who even told me for a fact that, how Canelo is looked at by some, not all, but some Mexican fans as, not even a real Mexican. Okay? And, we knew that Oscar De La Hoya, he had constantly kept getting these controversial scorecards. Mayweather, look at the Golovkin fight. Look at the Erislandy Lara fight. I mean, there's just a cloud of cheating and of skating and always bucking the system that came with Canelo Alvarez. And it was readily apparent when he created his own weight. Many on the internet, named it the Canelo weight. I could never get behind him and fully support him because of things he did. Fighting guys 2 weight classes below him, bringing him up, and then claiming that he actually did something to earn, big championship fights. All right, and it was a pattern of systematic bucking the system. All right, and it became clear as he kept moving up in weight, and there was no body fat whatsoever. And you guys got to understand how body chemistry and biochemistry works. It was really like Paulie Malignaggi said. He said very clear and eloquently. He said, if you didn't think Canelo Alvarez was cheating, and if you think this is the first time he's been cheating, you're sadly mistaken. Now, I paraphrase because he called people who believe Canelo something else, but I'm not going to do that. Canelo Alvarez's his legacy is tainted forever. There is no way he rises above this, because now it spotlights and highlights and illuminates things that maybe you might have thought of to look past. Now you're going to go back and you're going to say, wait a minute. Well, I wonder, was he on it then? Was he doing it then? Yeah, that didn't seem right. Yeah, his power, like I told you guys, his power was freakishly strong. He got freakishly stronger as he went on. His chin, everything, all these different things. His punch resistance, not his chin, but his punch resistance. His legacy is forever destroyed. Forever destroyed. Okay? Just like Antonio Margarito, who had bricks in his hands assaulting, my boy Miguel Cotto. Oh my God. Can you imagine if an investigation turns out that Canelo's been cheating? How many fighters has Miguel Cotto fought that literally cheated him? Crazy to think about, right? When we take a step back and we really look at this from an objective perspective, it's mind-boggling. And then I'm seeing a lot of people in the comment sections of these news articles now that with the Canelo withdrawals, they say, well, good for him. He made the right decision. Still trying to give this guy credit when he is clearly a cheating, manipulative individual who is using his status in boxing to try to skate through. All right. I mean, come on, guys. Like, he would, anybody with kind of logics, they know he withdrew from this fight because he needs to fully cycle off of the multiple things that he's on. I'm still going to be very adamant that I know he's on multiple things other than clenbuterol. Okay? He doesn't want it to come out any other way than coming out from his team. He wants to make, this is his attempt to save face. Like I told you guys that the fight was going to be canceled. All right, they knew that this fight was going to be canceled. Truth be told, they knew this fight was going to be canceled weeks ago. All right? They were trying to figure out, Canelo's team was trying to throw money at Gennady Golovkin's team. They were trying to throw money at the situation. Why do you think you haven't heard anything from Oscar or the resident cool Bernard Hopkins? Because, right, they were trying to do everything backdoor. And it didn't work. Once the Nevada Boxing Commission filed the complaint, why do you think they filed the complaint? Because they got wind of something hell of a lot more concrete than meat. Listen, in boxing, people talk. And in boxing, just look at the reaction of the fellow professionals who were very comfortable getting on screen and talking about Canelo maybe cheating. Why do you think that happened? And you don't think that fighters and trainers and just people who are around these guys' camps didn't go to the Nevada Boxing Commission and tell them what they might have known or might have seen or heard? Canelo's done. He's done. And he has nobody to blame but himself. I don't want to hear anything about how, because you're going to hear, what you're going to hear is you're going to hear from a lot of these so-called boxing purists, writers, and anchors are going to try to sit there and spin this and say how boxing is screwing up by punishing Canelo. Because it's all about the almighty green. But this is one of the rare moments we should all be very, very, very proud in unison that boxing took a stand. Canelo backed out because he knows there's more to come out about what he was really doing and what he's really been doing. And the mountains of evidence that Nevada Boxing Athletic Commission probably has on him, he caught whim of it and said, hell no, about face, take the loss, let's try to postpone it so that I'll be completely clean when the next round of testing goes on. And you know what, I still can say, oh, well, look, I was clean, I only failed 2 times. Well, listen, I'm not going to sit here and try to sugarcoat shit for you guys, but there was more than clenbuterol found in his system. People know this behind the scenes. It's just sad that we as boxing fans who continuously saw little things didn't stand up and speak up loud enough. We didn't sit there and say when he's fighting guys 2 or 3 weight classes below him, and he clearly shouldn't have been fighting them. I still say, Josecito Lopez, Amir Khan, you're telling me that these guys belonged in the ring with him while he was like trying to campaign as a current weight champion? Really? Again, this is a great day for boxing. And I don't want anybody coming on here and trying to make it out as if, we're picking on Mexican fighters, because this is not about Mexican fighters. This is about either you're clean or you're dirty. Either you want to go by the system or you're trying to buck the system. And don't come over here saying that everybody tries to buck the system, because there are plenty of fighters who are not trying to buck the system. And if you subscribe to that train of thought, maybe you are in boxing for the wrong reason. Maybe you like boxing for the complete wrong reasons. Because you're actually attributing to the problem. You're an enabler. This time, boxing got it right.